Yeah. What are we done?
All of your podcasts end so abruptly. It's always like that.
No,
So all right.
We gotta.
Well, we actually
get
do.
more out of this.
We do take pride in the intros.
Yeah.
That
I think
there
we're
is
just gonna
no
have to scrap the entire intro.
I was like we should start from like 26 minutes in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I asked Pete, I was like, yo, send me some pictures of things that you've been in the past, and like maybe we can like discuss like bad costumes that we've had. And Pete like started firing out all pictures from when he was like 1 year old. I was talking about like what were you in college? What were you 2-3 years ago? And what was the first one that you had? The one with the weird hair?
Oh, I have no idea what that was.
Okay.
I really have no idea. I just had silver hair spiked up, and like
Got him.
It didn't even look like me at all. So I don't know what that was. But I did send you eventually. I sent you like my college Halloween costumes.
Those are pretty good.
I had some pretty good ones.
I was violent. No, I was Shaggy 2 Dope from ICP
Is he the
one
fat
year.
one or the skinny one?
He was the skinny one,
Okay.
which like I've got body image issues, so I was like, I'm gonna be the skinny one, and then like I won't be a pudgy little kid. Yeah. So I was Shaggy 2 Dope, and nobody was Violent J. Like none of my friends were. They were like, I don't know what ICP is, you goddamn weirdo.
You didn't roll with a lot of juggalos. in
There
your
were no
crew?
juggalos in my squad, so like the one picture I have from that is me trick-or-treating with my friend Mike, and Mike is wearing a Hurricanes jersey, and I'm just an ICP member.
Yeah, that was a weird picture. I gotta be honest with you.
So that kid crushed it. That kid knew what he was doing.
What was the best costume that you've ever had, DJ, in your life?
Uh,
Besides this one, obviously, because it took definitely the most effort.
This is like one of the better costumes that I've seen. But like the thing is, you can't do anything with this. Like on
if
a
it's
Halloween.
mobile, I got to do a crutch, and I've got to write on the shirt like records or something Dave Grohl-esque that can identify me with being Dave Grohl. But I've never had a costume that I like totally thought I crushed. I mean, I was Hall & Oates one year. That didn't nail it. It was a very accurate John Oates though. But one year I was I have a lot of musical themed costumes. I was James Taylor, and my costume was just I had a stool, and everywhere I went I would just like sit on the stool, and I was James Taylor. Oh, that was pretty rad.
I'm like a little sad for you that's your best Halloween costume.
I thought it was like a brilliant idea for a costume.
Well, having looked at like what you've done here tonight, I would have assumed that in the past that you
you like
would have
tried really hard.
done
right?
something elaborate.
Well, like I always want to have good costumes. I don't always think of good costumes though. So
It's like I always feel like I think of a great costume like the week after Halloween. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it! I
And
should
you're
have
like,
done
I'm gonna
that.
write him down this year.
Yeah.
This year is gonna be different,
Yeah.
and then like,
It's I'm gonna
September 30th.
get a great idea in February, and I'm just gonna plan. I'm gonna plan, and I'm gonna put so much effort into it, and then the same thing happens like a week before Halloween.
Haven't
and
you
you're like,
noticed though that I mean, obviously in our later years, like post college, because in college you're guaranteed a party on Halloween, but after college, it's like what I've found is that I always scramble for a costume because I never know what I'm going to be doing on Halloween.
like you don't even know if. One year I was like, it was when Lady Gaga came out with that song. It was the one produced by the Def Leppard guy. Who's that producer? Mutt Lange. You and I was a song. In the video, she was like a dude, remember? And she had like this alter ego, and it was like really cool looking. And my roommate was like, "That dude looks like you." So I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna be that dude." And I like put like Brill cream in my hair and got a cigarette and everything. And like nothing was going on.
Yeah.
Like we were like, "Oh, let's go to a bar, I guess." And that it sucked. I was like, I felt good about my costume this year.
The best costumes that I've ever had were for Halloweens where I showed up to some place where there was nothing going on. Like I went to the which winter? No, not even winter. It was Halloween 2010 maybe that we got a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Okay, that Halloween I was fucking Jim Craig, so I was in full like goalie pad, like everything. And
Did you have a flag on your shoulders?
I have like an authentic like Jim Craig hockey jersey.
That's sick.
And I had like the whole thing going on. Had like the gold medals and shit. And then we show up to this bar and it's just like me and 3 of my friends. Like that was it. Now like we were like, all right, I guess.
And you're
we'll
like,
just-
pitcher? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get a
I
pitcher.
guess we'll just play pool and use the jukebox for a little bit. And
Yeah.
that was it. I was like, that is a one hell of a waste of a costume. That was excellent.
That's so
Yeah,
fucking sad.
I don't have any Halloween costumes that I'm like super proud of.
This is a good one. This is a
I mean,
great
it's a good
free
one.
one. Yeah.
it is.
I might recycle this at some point in the future, and it'll never go out of style because it's already out of style.
Yeah, right.
I did buy one of those green men suits from Always Sunny in Philadelphia when I was in high school.
Okay.
And I don't know if I bought it for Halloween, but I wore that like probably once a month.
Oh,
for,
yeah.
for like the span of like 2 or 3 years.
I had a parrot costume. And I was my friend was a pirate and I was his parrot, and it sounds homosexual, but
It's better than James Taylor, so keep going.
Yeah.
no,
Exactly, honestly.
and the worst part was the party that I was James Taylor at. We took all the lights out of the apartment and we like made it super scary and shit. So nobody had any pictures from that party because it was pitch black. So I can't even say like, oh, it was cool. Here's a picture of it. So anyway, but yeah, I got that parrot costume and that was my go-to if I ever needed anything for anything. Fucking be a parrot.
What about you,
$90
Jeff?
bucks.
I think I'm most proud of probably Tobias Funke because it kind of like hit at the right time. It was kind of gave me one of the benefits of being a balding man. I was like right in my wheelhouse. I didn't have to get a wig or anything like that. And I think I got like the perfect thrift store, like paisley shirt from Savers. And it just like hit at the, and I had just like a little smear of blue paint. And it was like pretty perfect. I was jorts going. It was nice. Yeah, I think that one or Werewolf Bar Mitzvah was a pretty good one, but that was a little bit more elaborate.
How did you do Werewolf Bar Mitzvah? Because the clip is but 6 seconds long.
Yeah, so I did. I got a Michael Jackson Thriller jacket, and I got a bunch of werewolf makeup, and then I actually wore like my. It's probably frowned upon in Judaism to actually wear your talis, like the thing, like the cloak, like my I didn't
As
wear
a
that out to the-
Halloween costume?
Yeah, I didn't wear that actually like out to the bar with me, but I had a yarmulke and I had a shirt that had some Hebrew writing on it. So yeah, that was a pretty good one. Literally no one knew what it was except for like the kid that was Mo Shrute and like two other friends. So that was, but I'd say Tobias, and now Tobias is kind of like at that point, like no one watched Arrested Development, and it's become kind of like more popular now.
I'm
which is
so
pretty
jealous. You were in on the ground floor with the rest of
Yeah,
Development, right?
yeah,
I
yeah.
was one of those fucking kids who like I had one friend who watched it and was like, "You guys have to watch it," and I didn't. And then like 6 years later, I did, and now I'm obsessed with it.
Good. Yeah, it was pretty good. I think I started in the second season. I don't know anyone that started.
I'm
with
like
the
that with
first
Nashville
episode.
though. I was like, I don't get in on the ground floor on any shows, but so like when I saw that Nashville was debuting, I was like, if this ends up being good, I want to say
You're
I was
in.
watching Nashville all along.
Nice.
I want to get Connie Britton on the podcast, but this dickhead hasn't watched Friday Night Lights or Nashville.
Ugh.
Nope.
Yikes.
I know
That's
she's-
horrible.
I know
You've
she's
seen
hot, though.
She is. She's from Boston, and
Is she
she
really?
Yeah, and she plays like beautiful Southern women.
I don't consider it a failure when you're a Halloween costume and nobody knows what you are. I like.
It means they're dumb.
Yes, exactly. You're.
It means you did your job.
Yep.
Yes,
You're supposed
you're
to get
appealing.
something
You're
that's not
appealing to
gettable.
the people who, like the elite people that you would classify as elite.
Yeah.
Like if somebody gets it, you're like, yes, I want to be friends with you. You're great.
I have a nightmare version of that though. So the year that I was Hall & Oates, my friend Dana was Daryl Hall. I was John Oates, and I'm just wearing these like super small black pants, this like extra small light blue T-shirt, which I've never been an extra small in my life, and I was like, it was just to play up the like 80s-ness of it. And I had like the curly hair going and a mustache, and everybody throughout the whole night, even when we were together, nobody knew what we were. And then we went to this second party later in the night when everybody was like bombed, and this kid comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, are you John Oates?" And I was so excited, and he was like, "Hey everybody, this guy's John Oates, co-writer of such hits as Sarah Smile, Man-Eater," like all these different things. But then he wouldn't fucking leave me alone the rest of the party. I was talking to a girl at one point, and he was like, "You gotta suck this guy's dick. He's John Oates. He's fucking John Oates. He sang the national anthem at the Phillies game last night." And it was the worst case. Like, I was so happy that somebody finally fucking recognized it, and then he ruined my life.
Ugh.
One of the coolest moments for for, as an adult when you get out on Halloween is when you're dressed up as something and you go to a bar or a party and then you see a complete stranger that's compatible with your costume.
Yes, that is great.
Like it was either last year or the year before, I went to a bar and Batman was there, and then fucking Bane walked in, and they just clicked and they fought. Like they just they were both shit faced, and Bane walks in and they just locked eyes and they knew that they had to fight each other. Then there's I've seen there's another year a college party that I was at. Some dude was Hulk Hogan. And then Macho Man Randy Savage walked in, and I was like, shit's about to go down. These dudes don't know each other, but I know that they're going to fight, and they did, and it was great. That's just one of the underrated aspects about Halloween as an adult is those pairing up.
I almost got in a fight because we were at BC for Halloween, and these two dudes were they were walking by, and they had Mighty Ducks shirts on. And they were the original Mighty Ducks T-shirts,
5?
District 5.
Oh, wow.
And on the back, one of them said, one of them was Julie Gaffney or something. And it was Luis Mendoza. Okay. And I was like, hey, asshole, Luis Mendoza wasn't in the first one. He didn't play in District 5. And the guy was so offended and got in my face. And that, I said, I've never been in a fight before. That was pretty damn close.
If that was your first fight, I think that's worth it.
Yeah. Over Mighty Ducks
were in there,
knowledge.
right? Yeah,
you're
right.
You're totally right.